Hello, I am here today. Oh, by the way, hello and welcome. Welcome to my channel. Um, if you feel like you will like this video, I hope you do. Like, share, and subscribe because that's what hopefully is going to happen. So today I am here to talk about an album, as you can see down below in the title. I'm talking about Coldplay. I'm talking about their Coldplay's third studio album, which is the album. Here it is, X and Y, right? Yeah, X and Y. This album was released on the 6th of June 2005. In 2005, this was actually a really big album. A lot of people probably remember the song Fix You by Coldplay, which was a really significant hit. Actually, Fix You, um, from what I've seen, was the number 4 song in Canada. So if you're in Canada, the song Fix You by Coldplay was a really huge hit. I remember Fix You to be a huge, huge hit in 2005 and going into 2006. However, in the United States, apparently the Americans drive a much harder bargain. Um, Fix You in the United States at the end of the year, they do the Billboard Top 100. The song Fix You peaked at number 59 in the United States. Okay, but the reason I'm making this video, as most of you probably, anybody who knows me has probably already guessed, is because I'm talking about vinyl LP. Now, the album Fix You, although this album was actually certified gold in the United States when it sold a minimum of 500,000 copies. Um, this album actually did even better in Canada. Okay. But the reason I'm making this video, really, the reason that I'm making this video, the reason I make most of my videos is because I'm talking about vinyl and turntables and turntable stuff related. Okay. So here is the X and Y album by Coldplay on a two disc or 2 LP box set. Okay, and that's how it was released. The X and Y album was released on Parlophone record label, and the album itself was actually I wouldn't say re-released. I wouldn't say re-released, but the album was later released, let's just say, on Capitol labels, which is American. Parlophone was the original release on the UK label, which Coldplay is British, right? And then at some point, Capitol Records in the United States said, "Oh my God, we have to have this album. We have to release it on our label because, whatever." So this, yeah, yeah. So this album was actually released on Parlophone in the UK and could also be seen on the Parlophone label in Canada and the United States. But the Coldplay X and Y album was also released on the Capitol label. Now here's the album. Now look look at the thickness, if you can see that. This is the vinyl version. Okay, this is the vinyl version. Now look at the thickness. That's the double LP there inside the thing, um, or inside the the jacket. If you flip it this way, this is actually the right way up. You can probably barely see it. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But it says X and Y Coldplay. So this is the thickness of the spine. on the vinyl version of the Coldplay's X and Y album. Okay, flip it around, and there you see the track listing on the back. So this is how it looks on the vinyl release, right? So obviously the majority of people at the time were buying this on CD. Majority of people at the time when this album came out, this was typically bought on CD. And you have to remember, this was 2005. So we didn't have all of the, I mean, we had downloading and we had, burning CDs and all this at the time in 2005. But in 2005, if you wanted this album, and a lot of people did want this album because this was a very successful album in itself, in its own right, and other songs that were released on it, whether you like Coldplay or not. I know people who don't like Coldplay, but they liked this album. Okay, so open it up. This is, I'm going to try and pull out couple of the records here. So this is what the record on the vinyl release, this is what the record looks like. Okay, so here's the orange Parlophone. This is yeah, this is the, yeah. So I'll just let you get a look at that if you can. You'll probably see the reflection of the screen, but anyway, it's on this orange label, right? And this is actually in really, really good condition. Okay, so that's one of the records. The other one, I can assure you, looks the exact same. So there's no need to pull that one out. But anyway, this is yeah, Coldplay X and Y album on vinyl. Now another thing that another thing that I wanted to point out. See, that's what I like about doing things live and about doing things on the spot. Anything can happen. I've done a couple of videos. One of them I think I actually deleted because I totally trashed records that I was trying to showcase. Anyway, inside the vinyl edition of the Coldplay X and Y album, there's also some posters that they give you. That for this, I mean, I've never opened them until now, really. I mean, I've opened them to see them, but yeah, there's some wall art inside the original. Look at this. Oh, there's that. Flip it over. There's like some, interesting wall art. Now, if you open this here, this is actually a poster. This is a poster you can put up on your wall. This is like inserts that come in with the vinyl edition, and that's what I love. I love that about vinyl. You get these posters and things that you don't get with CDs, or with anything digital. And if you do get something like this, it's like a little tiny thing like this, inside of a CD. But this is all in pristine condition, and it's all original to this Coldplay X and Y album on vinyl. Okay, and I'd like to point out that there are actually a couple of other posters inside this. I don't know if you can see that. There's some stuff inside the vinyl edition that you are not going to get on digital CDs or anything else, and you are not going to get any of this anywhere but on the vinyl edition. Now, let's talk about value. How much is this worth? In immaculate, pristine condition, this Coldplay album that was released on a rare double LP set. Well, If you're in the United States, it's probably going to cost you around $25 from the research that I've done. I could be wrong. Mind you, I could be wrong. Um, and that's for a good condition LP set for this, right? If you're in Canada, well, you can make that about $35 because here in Canada, we get ripped off when we're buying product from the United States. Um, Chances are, if you're going to get this album, you're going to have to purchase it online from the United States or the UK or Germany, and the price goes up from anywhere from $22. Uh, that's $22 is the starting price for this album. Okay, I got this actually when it first came out on vinyl, and it was about $36, close to $40 after tax in Canadian. Okay, so do with that what you may. The value of this album is only going up and up because there were only so many copies of it printed, right? They only made so many copies of it, so um, it just so happens that I got this at the time when it came out, and even at that time to pay $40, close to $40, was a lot. Was a lot to spend in 2005 in Canada, in Toronto, for a double LP set. So do with that what you may. I'm just passing on the information to you. So, I mean, my best guess is that this album will only continue to go up in value. That's just my educated guess. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just showing you this Coldplay album that it is perhaps actually their most successful album to date. Perhaps that could be controversial for people out there who are Coldplay, hardcore Coldplay fans. I mean, there may be some people that will say, "Well, no, this album was better," or "This song was better," blah blah blah. So I was talking about Coldplay X and Y album and the song "Fix You." I mentioned that "Speed of Sound" was another significant hit from the X and Y album. "Talk" was another song that did quite well in Canada and the United States as well. And there's just the entire album in general was I thought it was a quite impressive album for Coldplay. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you found it. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you thought it was fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next YouTube video.